Yes, there was a lot of danger in it. We're using explosive to kill the whale, which is a bomb, and it was only a piece of galvanised steel pipe on the end of a shaft, and that was electrified, had a detonator into it, and it was coupled up to wires leading back to us, and you'd throw this into the whale. This was after your fast. I better start it right again. We harpooned the whale with a gun that was hanging on the bow of this boat here. Once the whale got tired, you'd pull up fairly close to him, and you the other boats would probably stick a bomb into it to slow him down a bit. And that was detonated by hitting it, touching the wires off on a battery terminals. So the whale was 40 feet away, and as soon as it went down, you touched the wires on the battery terminal, and that slowed him right down. Then your boat that was fast, they'd pull right up to him and stick an air spear into him, which was about a 20-foot length of pipe with a few holes in the end of it, coupled up to a compressor, and you pump a bit of air into him just to keep him afloat. In the meantime, you'd stuck another bomb in the back of his neck, around about 3 feet back from his blowholes, and then you backed off again and touched them off and normally that killed him. If it didn't, you put another one into it. But normally that was the run of the play. I've seen whales with half a dozen bombs in them actually, but they weren't just put into the right place due to the conditions. You know, it's not like this out there. It wasn't calm all the time. It was a way of life, and that way of life ran out in 1964. So yeah, I feel quite guilty in different ways about making a living out of whaling. It was a young man's game. It was just like going out shooting deer and pigs and that. But we were very well paid. I could earn in 12 weeks of whaling what I could earn in 12 weeks of boat building. So yeah, it was a good opportunity, and being young and silly or young and fresh, you enjoyed doing it. There was 4 guys got killed down there over the years, but thankfully I wasn't down there when that happened. And yeah, two of them fell into, or 3 of them. 2 of them fell into boiling oil, into a vat full of boiling oil. Another one got hit with, he was drying out gunpowder in a wooden coal range, and he was just stirring it around on a hot plate, or a warm plate, and it ignited and blew up in his face and eventually killed him. And then there was a guy working on the gun, one of the gunners. He fired a shot at a whale, and there was a bit of metal fatigue, and it sheared a safety pin off. And instead of the harpoon going out the barrel, it broke in half like a shotgun, and the cartridge came back and hit him in the head. He lived overnight, but he died early the next day. Yes, it was I can remember 3 of those deaths, but I wasn't working there at that stage. That was before my time. Yeah, you had to be very alert, know what you're doing. You didn't know what to expect, or you had to try to anticipate what to expect. And well, you just didn't put yourself in that situation. You were very aware of what could happen, and so we never really had any close calls. I went over the side once, but that was only because the whale came up right underneath the boat and knocked her off balance while I was trying to bomb another whale, and it blew me over the side. But there was no harm done there. I never even got wet. I grabbed the handrail as I was going over the side, my feet flipped right over my head, and here I was alongside the boat, hanging on the handrail like that. And there's a whale right here. Didn't take me long to get back on board. I got the feeling that they're very intelligent. They did their best to stay away from me. Since then I've been over to Australia and I've seen the whales over there. And up at Harvey Bay they come right up to you. As far as close as me or you, they come right up to the boat and actually touch the boat. There's no fear at all there. But this is back in 1912 while I was over there. And I've still got photographs on the camera of it, and I was wrapped in it. So, no, they're an intelligent animal.